I feel like when it comes to relationships, it can waste a big chunk of your time. And I'm not just talking about this generation and how it's really acting, but also my personal experience. So I listed some of the things that happened within that talking stage and pretty much telling you guys of your do's and don'ts. So, just a little bit of context. I got out of a talking stage with this one guy, and I was talking to him for 2 months. 2 months, guys. It may not seem a lot, but it is to me because when I'm talking to someone, I usually don't talk to them for 2 months. I talk to them for like a week, a few days. It's really not that serious. But to me, it was because this person actually meant a lot to me until he started to be on his bullshit. Anyways, so going off with number one, he manipulated me to wait for him until we were adults. So, since it was long distance, he told me that he wanted to wait until we got older so he could get his own place and I could fly across the country. Mind you, I'm a teenager. I'm still trying to figure myself out where I want to go to college, or even if I want to go to college still, my living expenses, etc. And I know I'm too young to think about this, but I value stability because I rather be prepared than to worry about what comes next afterwards. Literally. So he's telling me this, he's telling me that, and I'm saying, okay. But at the same time, I need to make sure I'm actually stable and ready to do that. So he says, okay, because I don't want to keep flying across the country to see you. I don't want that type of relationship. And I just want us to be together in the state that he was in. So I mentioned two red flags. One red flag, he wanted me to go out my way to fly across from my hometown to the state that he was residing in. That's red flag number one. Red flag number two, he's basically setting my life together. So, okay, we're gonna have a house and we're gonna have kids. Basically, setting like the timeline of when everything should happen. And another thing to keep in mind, I wanted to be in a relationship with him after some time of knowing each other. And he proceeds to tell me, well, I can't do more than 30 minutes away from my partner. So if you express that you want a relationship with someone and they give you whatever reason, basically telling you no, then move on. Don't do what I did because I wasted 2 months of my time when I could have been investing it in something else. Or someone that actually deserved my attention, or myself, most importantly. Going off with number two, he would get mad at me if I said a joke, specifically hanging up on me, and would get mad at me if I didn't communicate, and he would also proceed to hang up on me. So, if you guys don't know me, I make jokes. A lot of jokes. I don't care whether it's funny or not funny. It's part of my personality, right? Tell me that if I made a joke and you find it offensive, tell me so I don't make those types of jokes around you. That simple. I told him the night we met, and he said, okay. He would say a few things on the phone and hang up on me. Mind you, this guy has made a lot of jokes that was offensive to me, and I would hang up and he wouldn't like that. And it would basically turn into an argument. I don't really give a fuck. Jokes, that's just who I am. And communication, the communication part, right? So I don't communicate deeply with someone unless I'm extremely comfortable with you. And there's a lot of things that I don't know how to explain it. There's a lot of things I think about and it keeps me stressed. And he can tell that my mood was off whenever we're on the phone, and he'll ask me, "What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong?" And I'm telling him nothing, nothing, nothing. And he'll hang up the phone on me and he said, "Well, I don't have time for this. Tell me when you're actually ready to communicate." Mind you, I don't communicate with everybody about my feelings or whatever that's going on in my life. Going off with number 3, he would reply dry or slow when I was venting to him about something. So now we're reaching to a stage where I'm actually communicating with him to make sure what we had was stable. Mind you, he would tell me or give me more advice. And it slowly turned into him replying saying, "I understand, I understand, I understand." When I'm venting to him about not only insecurities or what's going on at school or family, but everything else, he would go ahead and say, "I understand." I'm telling him, "Is that all you have to say?" Because he kept replying with that response nonstop. He proceeds to say, "Oh, what do you expect? I can't relate to your situation." Even if you can't relate to my situation, I expect you to reply differently, not in a dry response. Going off with number 4, couldn't pursue a relationship with him unless I was in the same state as him. He proceeds to tell me, "Oh, you don't have to move to college just to be closer to me." But he also said, "Well, I don't want to keep traveling back and forth. I actually want you to be here so we can see each other and maybe start a family, etc., etc." So I can't do this, but you prefer that? Please make it make sense. And the last one is I asked him if he still wanted to talk, and he kept saying, "I don't even know." So we're reaching to the final stage of us not talking anymore. I still wanted to talk to him and work things out, even though I shouldn't, because all the things I've said, red flags. He kept saying, "I don't even know." So basically, I had to pull teeth and ask him, "I'm asking for clarity and I want to see if we still have potential." He goes ahead and says, "Well, I think we should stop talking." I already have a feeling that he was going to say something like that. So I said, "Okay, I understand. It was nice meeting you and I wish you the best." He goes ahead and says, "I wish you nothing but the best too." And I proceed to block him. Do not wait for a guy. All right? You're just going to waste your time. Do something with your life, go outside, hang out with friends, and most importantly, love yourself. Because obviously I had lack of self-respect or didn't even love myself enough to let go and pursue whatever I wanted to pursue. Anyways, that's it.